So aside from New Game Plus, the latest patch for Dying Light 2 also added a new 5-part side quest and 3 new Elemental Goons to hunt down. Completing the first 4 parts of the quest will bag you a brand new legendary weapon called the Goon Smasher, and in this video I'm going to show you how to get it and then we'll take a look at it. Also, if you're having trouble finding the remaining 10 Elemental Goons for part 5 of the quest, then you can either watch to the end of the video or skip to that chapter in the description below for all 10 locations. So if you're loading up for the first time since the update, then you'll see this info card on the main menu screen, and it explains that you'll only be able to start this quest after completing the Only Way Is Out quest. But that is right near the start of the story, so I'm sure most of you would have done that already. Once your save is loaded up, you'll be prompted to track the quest straight away, but if you want to do it later, then you can still find it in your journal when you're ready. The first 3 parts of this quest require you to track and kill each of the Elemental Goons. These ones are pretty easy to find though, as if you track each part you can just follow the quest marker as usual. Each of the goons is located in a fairly similar gloomy looking part of Old Villador, and they're always surrounded by a selection of zombies. The zombies can be annoying if you haven't got a very strong character yet, but you can just trick the goon into killing them for you, and then that saves on some health and resources. The reward for each goon is 1000 combat XP and 500 parkour XP, plus you get a blue crystal core. But for part 4 of the quest, you have to face all 3 Elemental Goons together. Now it does look like this one's going to be a tough one to beat, but you can pretty much just trick them all into bashing each other, and it's pretty funny watching them all topple around after taking the full force of their rebars. When the last of the goons is down, you'll receive 3000 combat XP this time and 1000 parkour XP. And finally, you'll receive the Goon Smasher weapon. You'll need to go to Aiden's stash to redeem it, and it can be found under the extras section. You can redeem this weapon as many times as you like every 10 in-game hours, so it doesn't really matter if you break it because it's pretty much an unlimited use blueprint. So finally we get a decent reward for a side quest, and it was good fun to complete it too. The Goon Smasher is a legendary 2-handed weapon, and it's pretty strong compared to everything else in my inventory with a level 6 character, and more powerful than my artifact long axe, so I'm pretty pleased with it to be honest. The only downside is though that you can't upgrade it sadly, but I still think that this is a worthwhile reward for completing only the first 4 parts of the quest. It's basically a chunky looking sledgehammer, but I think it's a really nice design. As always, it seems a shame to spoil its shiny looks and get it covered in blood, but that's what it's for, so it has to be done. It does send the zombies flying no problem with the charged attack, but although it does damage to the goons, it doesn't visibly move them, which is a shame really, because I was really hoping with a name like Goon Smasher that it would be more satisfying to use against them. To be honest, the best way to grind their health down is to just use barging and drop kicks, which does actually stagger them a little. Of course, there's still one more part of this quest to go, but you're only going to be able to complete this one after reaching the central loop, as 5 of the goons are located there. So when you think about it, it was really nice of Techland to give newer players a chance to get hold of the Goon Smasher before they'd even unlocked the central loop. For completing part 5, you'll still get 5000 combat XP and 1000 parkour XP, plus you're going to get 3 orange crystal cores, so it's worth doing if you've unlocked the central loop and you still need to build your character up. So let's start with the Old Villador locations then, and the first one is in the north of the Houndfield area, and then the second one is just over the border in the north of the Trinity area. The last 3 in Old Villador can be found in the south of the Horseshoe area, and they're all pretty close together, so there won't be much travelling to do between them. The next 5 are in the central loop though, and if you fast travel to Downtown Court Metro, you'll be right next to the first one here. This one's yet another gloomy street level area, but the next one is a welcome change from the rest, as it's located on this highway bridge, and therefore it's a bit more colourful and bright. The next one's also on a bridge, but this one's in the north of the Garrison area, and from there another one is right next to it, just here. And finally, the last one can also be found in the Garrison area a little bit further to the east, and after killing this one, you'll then get your rewards and the quest is complete. All in all, it's not a bad little update this one. You get a couple of hours fighting goons for a decent amount of XP and crystals, plus a pretty good legendary weapon to keep. So what do you think about this new side quest then? Do you think it's a good one, or are you not really impressed? Do you like the Goon Smasher, or could it have been better? Let me know in the comments as always, and if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you on the next one. Cheers.